Welcome YouTube, my name is Michael, aka MichaelWho, and we're back with another reaction today. So today we're jumping into the second quarterfinal of the SBX KICKBACK battle, which is Villain versus DUDZ. Now if you haven't checked out my reaction to the previous seeding rounds and the previous quarterfinal DUDZ versus Zekka, then you can find them all in a playlist on my channel just up there. If you're excited for these SBX KICKBACK battles and more reactions in the future, it would help me out a lot if you click that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, and thanks to everyone who's been subscribing, dropping likes and comments. It really does help me out. So if you can, drop a subscribe and you'll be able to catch all of these reactions and reactions in the future. So in terms of this battle coming up, it's an interesting matchup because both Villain and DUDZ both have very unique styles, but both very different styles. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works in a battle. In terms of who I think is going to win, it's quite tricky to say. I haven't heard a lot from Villain, as I've said in previous reactions, and DUDZ is one of my favorite beatboxers, so I'm going to try and keep my personal biases to a minimum if I'm able to. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not quite sure who's going to come out with the win on this one. So let's just jump into it. I haven't seen any clips from this or anything, so I'm going into this blind. So yeah, let's jump into it and check out Villain versus DUDZ. Alright, so I think we've done enough talking now. Let's just jump into this battle. Alright, Villain versus DUDZ. Going to be an interesting one. In 3, 2, 1.
And I say the 2 and the 1 in 3,
2, 1. Beatbox. Here we go.
Walk up in the club, everybody say what's up. Rolling with my clique, don't mess with us. Walk up in the club, little boy, try me, I'll turn you into dust. Walk up in the club. Walk up in the club. Swag. Swag.
Already you can see how unique his flows and patterns are. It's so weird and interesting. That kind of lip oscillation thing that he does, I don't know if it's just a variation on another one, but it sounds like the texture of it's quite unique. And all the little like reverse kind of drag things that he does in between stuff as well. It's superb. It's really high level. He's going down like a kind of more musical route than he did in his first round, which is obviously going to be quite difficult going the musical route against DUDZ. But let's see anyway.
Swag.
Certainly swagging on it. A lot of power in it as well. Ooh, duck sound in there as well. It's a way to kick off an opening round, that. Yeah, a lot of power, technicality, as I say, very unique, just patterns and flows and sound combos that he uses. I think if DUDZ sticks to his style, then he'll probably be able to get Villain, I suppose, a bit on structure, just because because it was the first round, he was throwing a lot at this round. Yeah, whereas DUDZ tends to go with more of like a full kind of song approach. We'll see if he does that in this first round as well. But yeah, strong first round. I don't think there's many mistakes or problems with that. So let's jump into DUDZ and see how he replies. Beatbox. Here we go.
Okay, Villain, so let me teach you something.
Straight away. It's coming in with the smoke.
Okay, Villain, so let me teach you something.
Oh, I remember this routine, I think. Whistles are so clean. That's new.
Kid, I wanna show you something fresh and sharp. Beatboxing doesn't need to be complex and hard. Look at this.
Wow, that's something I haven't really heard from dudes before, like a powerful, don't know if you can call it a drop, but a powerful little section there. This is a routine I've heard from him before, but he's added in some extra bits for this one, like the, yeah, he like blends it into the whistle. Yeah, and I suppose it's kind of a, the routine kind of applies to Villain, who's very complex. And dudes is like, hey, beatboxing doesn't have to be complex and hard, even though this is both complex and hard, even though it doesn't sound like it is. Let's go back a bit.
Look at this. There is no room for speed and flow is all you need. Structure in your beats, make it sound good indeed. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's time.
Yeah, strong first round from DUDZ as well. Yeah, I still don't know whether I'm calling him DUDZ or dudes. I've heard people say both, so I'll probably switch back and forth in this video because I can't remember what I even say at this point. But yeah, a lot of musicality as we expected. A routine he has done before, but he did add some extra little flavors in there. For me, for the first round, as I say, it's quite hard to compare because they're both doing totally different styles. But I think even without much in terms of drops, I think I'd probably go with DUDZ from the first round, just because I think he had more structure overall, felt like a more clean, felt more clean to me, and also had more of kind of direction. Villain had a lot more power, aggression, probably technique and complexity shown, as well as originality, but I think in trying to show so much in the first round, maybe that kind of detracted from it a bit, where it didn't really feel like he knew where he was going. He was just throwing everything at that first round. So yeah, DUDZ for me, but obviously, as I say, I'm slightly biased towards DUDZ because I just love the musical style. So let's jump into the next round and see what Villain's got in response.
I have ascended. I'm trying to be better than God. God, what the fuck am I saying? I ain't even into my prime. I'm taking over the world. I'm doing one day at a time. Time is an illusion.
DUDZ, I think that you're losing your mind.
Coming with the aggression straight away. I don't know what that type of bass is called. It sounds like a type of inward bass, but has a totally different texture. So if anyone in the comments knows what that type of inward bass is called, let me know.
I ain't even into my prime. I'm taking over the world. I'm doing one day at a time. Time is an illusion.
DUDZ, I think that you're losing your mind.
So much power. Wow, that sounds, that like helicopter-y sound is crazy.
Time is an illusion. This battle is mine.
Time.
Yeah, stronger round. I think that second one than Villain's first round. Felt like it had more of a direction, more structure, kind of everything I probably pointed out just a moment ago about his first round. It had more direction. I think it had that central kind of hook, I suppose, if you want to call it. Yeah, and still those crazy combos of sounds that I don't think no one else I can really think of that's doing those sort of patterns. That weird sort of lip oscillation with loads of crazy, like, kind of teeth. He was using like his teeth for some sort of like inward drag click roll thing. I don't know. I don't know enough of these technical names, but yeah, very strong round. See how DUDZ responds with the final round. 2, 1, beatbox. Here we go.
Bro, you already know the villains always lose to heroes. Modifying, simplifying, amplifying.
I've never seen him use the thing that looked like Mad Twins and D-Lo and people use. MB14 as well. Yeah, those pitches were pretty strong at the start. I don't know if they were 100% nailed on. Like that, like where he's jumping into like a really breathy falsetto tone is really, really hard. As well as doing all the beat bits inside of it. It's super complicated.
Modifying, simplifying, amplifying.
Changing the tempo.
I'll 45. I'll simplify. I'll amplify.
What is that? What is that?
And that's time.
Let me just go. What even is that sound?
I'll 45. I'll simplify. I'll amplify.
What is
And
that?
that's
Is it like a tongue bass? What is that?
What is it, DUDZ?
I don't know what that sound is. I don't know how you do it. I've never heard it before. I think there's other people in the comments who are kind of going like, what is that? Is that a synth sound? Like I've never, unless that's just a really clean version of something else or like I've no idea, but it doesn't sound like, there's no like roll pattern in it. So I've no idea what that is. Yeah, strong round from DUDZ, probably not quite as strong as his first round. The melodies were just a bit, I don't want to say messy because they're always clean with DUDZ, but they weren't quite as clean as the first round, I suppose I'd say. Yeah, so in terms of judging that, it's quite difficult. As I say, I don't know whether you can even have overtime rounds in this. I don't imagine you can. And because of the judging system, I don't know whether you can even have overtimes at this point. But I think if this was a live event, I feel like I'd have to probably judge it overtime because DUDZ, I think, got the first round for me and Villain probably edge the second round. I mean, DUDZ had that crazy bit at the end, but I think the start of the routine wasn't as strong as the start of all the rest of his first round, whereas Villain was quite consistent all the way through that second round, but not necessarily as strong in the first round. So yeah, it's an overtime for me. But yeah, shout out to both these guys. I think whoever comes out winning, this was a close battle, and yeah, they both brought their unique styles as I thought they would. Shout out to DUDZ, shout out to Villain. Sick battle, boys. Alright, so that was Villain versus DUDZ. As I say, close battle. I'm not sure how the judges are going to judge that one. I don't think it's going to be unanimous for either person. They both brought what I thought they'd bring. Villain bringing the complexity, the technicality, and DUDZ bringing the music, the structure. but thrown in that crazy bit near the end that I didn't expect that took me by surprise. I think I just was staring at the screen open-mouthed for about 30 seconds straight. But yeah, close battle. I think whoever ends up coming out with the win will it'll be a tight decision, and another strong battle. DUDZ versus Zeka was a good battle, and this is another good battle, so shout out to Swiss Beatbox and both these guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, drop a like and a subscribe if you want to see more of these reactions in the future. As I say, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, which we can hopefully hit by the end of the year with your guys' support. So if you enjoyed this, then drop a subscribe and let me know in the comments who you thought won this battle. Did you think it was close? Did you think it was clearly one way or the other? I'd be interested to see what you guys say. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. All right, peace.